Jason Voorhees versus Freddy Fazbear. Two innocent kids who tragically passed away, only to come back after their deaths and kill anyone who was unlucky enough to find themselves in their domain. But in a fight between these two mass murderers, well, who's ultimately coming out on top? And really, is it even gonna be close? Let's get into it. Born in 1946 in the small town of Crystal Lake to Pamela Voorhees, Jason Voorhees was a mentally deficient child. When he was 11, his mother took him to Camp Crystal Lake, where he was bullied and tormented, ended up drowning in the lake. However, Jason wouldn't stay dead. When he came back, well, that's when he started his insane killing spree. And from there, well, Jason has been killed again, only to come back and be revived as a zombie. Fight against Freddy Krueger, he was sentenced to death by the US government, except they couldn't find any way to kill him, so they froze him, only from to de-thaw 500 years later, become a cyborg zombie, and end up haunting the forests once again. Jason is incredibly strong. Even as just a human, he was able to effortlessly overpower and kill other humans, crushing skulls and breaking bones. And it only gets more impressive and more ludicrous from there. Zombie Jason is able to throw around cars, absolutely obliterate people and one-shot them, launch people dozens of feet back with each hit. He's basically a one-man wrecking crew. And Jason only got even stronger as Uber Jason. He's significantly stronger than he ever was before, to the point where he's able to easily wreck older and weaker versions of himself. But probably even better than Jason's strength would be his durability and toughness. Even as just a human, Jason was pretty much nigh indestructible. You try and kill him, and you try and take him down, and just nothing seems to work. He's ridiculously tough. The novels also hinted at the fact that Jason might have had a healing factor, which explains a lot of the injuries that he's able to take, but that's a little bit up in the air. However, when he became a zombie, well, not only did Jason get tougher, but he definitely does have a healing factor now. He's both living and non-living. His entire body is actually just an extension of his willpower. This allows him to come back and regenerate from pretty much every attack imaginable. He can take all sorts of hits and attacks. Bullets aren't even close to enough to put him down, and Jason can survive most explosions with ease. He's really, really tough. And then when Jason came back as Uber Jason, well, again, he only got even tougher from there. Like tough enough to not just take massive point-blank explosions, but tough enough to survive falling down to Earth from outer space, pick himself up, and keep on killing. So yeah, he's pretty much impossible to actually kill or put down. Now, Jason isn't necessarily what you would call smart or skilled, but he has got a knack for being pretty stealthy. He's got a lot of impressive stealth kills to his name, regularly able to sneak up on people or even moving too fast for them to catch up with as he kills one after the other. And primarily because of his sheer power and durability, well, Jason has regularly been seen as a one-man wrecking crew. He's been able to completely obliterate whole groups of elite mercenaries or special forces sent out to put him down. There's no doubt about it. Jason Voorhees isn't just one of the most iconic slashers out there, he's also one of the most powerful killers too. Freddy Fazbear is the titular antagonist of the Five Nights at Freddy's games, the main animatronic out of the 4 original animatronics at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Freddy is the star attraction of the original restaurant, as well as the face and namesake of the company that owns it, Fazbear Entertainment. Freddy's the lead singer of the animatronic band, but unbeknownst to everyone else, well, Freddy is secretly possessed by the restless spirit of Gabriel, a little boy who was murdered by William Afton. Due to this, Freddy and the other possessed animatronics are now out seeking revenge against their killer. They do that by attacking any adults in the pizzeria after hours in a blind rage. However, Freddy is actually friendly towards kids and seeks to save his and his friends' own souls, as well as any other children that were targeted by William Afton. As an animatronic robot, well, it makes sense that Freddy is superhumanly strong. He's able to shove a fully grown man inside the animatronic suit with so much force and power that he's able to crush skulls, to the point where only his teeth and eyes are still remaining. And that's just a routine thing for Freddy. It's even been said that he's torn humans apart limb by limb in the past. Freddy's also able to bust through doors, flip around furniture, and overpower other animatronics. He's pretty powerful. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. And really, there are three things that we need to break down here, because there are basically three different versions of Jason Voorhees: Uber Jason, Zombie Jason, and then Human Jason. And each of them would approach Freddy Fazbear differently. Like Uber Jason, not even close. Uber Jason absolutely dominates in any sort of fight here. He's able to shake space stations with his power. He's able to pick up a massive tree, throw it like a javelin, and absolutely obliterate two people in the process. That's a multi-ton feat right there, that's for sure. Uber Jason is also just dang near indestructible. He was able to fall from upper orbit, crash land back on Earth in a massive crater, and just pick himself up and keep on killing. Uber Jason is so much more powerful than Freddy that of course that fight isn't even gonna be close. But of course, that kinda makes sense, because not even fights with weaker Jasons and Uber Jason is even close. So then, what about Zombie Jason? Well, it gets to be a little closer, but still not too close. Zombie Jason is pretty dang strong. And while Freddy is strong himself, Zombie Jason definitely has the more impressive strength feats out of the two. But it's really durability and that healing factor that's the kicker here. Jason is pretty much impossible to put down. Like he's just stood there as whole firing squads lit into him. Wasn't actually put down or killed by any of it. He's been hit with cars, thrown off mountains, he's survived massive explosions, he's taken pretty much everything that it's possible to take. And Jason has always just kept on going right through it. I mean, just look at the absolute gauntlet that Freddy Krueger threw at him. If this Freddy can't do anything to Jason, then pretty confident that this Freddy can't do anything to Jason either. Add on the fact that Zombie Jason is still ridiculously superhumanly strong, and this is just another win for the big man. Now, Human Jason versus Freddy Fazbear is probably where this fight is at its closest. And in that scenario, well, I think I gotta give the slight edge to Freddy when it comes to strength. There's definitely some perks to being an animatronic robot. You're made out of metal, and you're probably stronger. But, I mean, slight edge. Because even as just a human, Jason Voorhees was always superhuman. He was able to effortlessly kill people, absolutely manhandle them. He was able to dang near cut a guy in half with one swing from his machete. Sure, Jason never showed off that he was able to tear people apart or crush skulls, but I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility for him with everything else that he did. But the kicker here is durability. Even as a human, Jason was nearly impossible to actually kill or beat in a fight. Like things that definitely should have killed him, attacks that would definitely kill any other person, well, they just don't even seem to faze him. And it's not just how tough Jason is, it's also how questionable Freddy's durability is. Because sure, he's an animatronic robot, and you would think that would make him super tough, but we've seen other animatronics get torn apart by a bunch of kids. If it's even possible for kids to do that, well then Jason is going to have an absolute field day here. Yeah, this fight just isn't even close. It's not even close to being close. Jason Voorhees wins. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're going to see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.